Hello, my dear students. Now, today is the topic education, the basics of values. In this topic, we will study that how education is helpful in our basics, means in our morality, in our character building. Everything, whatever we are learning from our teachers, from our parents, that will build a strong character. Now, few quotes which is given in your book. Life has a purpose, and the ultimate life's goal is our happiness. Whatever we are doing in our life, means whatever we are studying, we are doing the activities inside or outside. The basic purpose is to gain happiness in our life, and we have a goal that we have to discharge the duty for certain goals. Without goal, without any target, if we are doing the activities, that will not be fruitful. And the basic term is that we have to deliver the duties with a certain goal and the future in the futuristic purpose. The same thing, on boarding a bus, conductor asks, where do you want to go? If we are unable to give the answer of this question, our life is a waste only, because we must know where we want to go. Our destination should be clear, our target should be clear, and we must know that why we have boarded this bus. So like the same, we must know that why we are studying, where we will go, and what we will do in our life if we will study this course or this uh, education. If we are taking, then what we are going to do in our life. In your book, it is given on the first page number that education helps us realize our potential, and it gives us a aim in our life. For example, if you are good in studies, you can be good in some scientific work. If you are good in sports, then you can be a good sports person. If you are good in taking risk in your life for others, for helping the community, for others, then you may be a good policeman or some certain other fields you can choose. So it will help you. In your first page, it is given a person with the abilities to sing, it becomes a musician. A person with the ability to dance, a great dancer he can be. A person with sports activities, he can be a good sports person. Now, values guides us in our goal, means if we have good friendship, if we have good peoples around us, then the values, whatever we are discussing with our parents, it will help you to attain some good target. And values will and character will never come in a one day. This is the lifelong process, and you have to study this from your childhood. This value, this character building technique, you can achieve from anywhere, from your surrounding, from the parents, from your friends. So always choose the correct thing, and for choosing the correct thing, education will help you. Good education will always guide you to choose the correct thing, and it will never tell you to do the wrong things. So, a better education will help you to build a good value. Like the same, it is given here in the first page as if the value guides us in our quest of knowledge and happiness. They train us our attribute, they train us the attitude that we are having, and the values which we are having. So this will give us the guidance for which we are having. Now in your book it is given values: honesty, love, loyalty, perseverance, comparison, and courage, etc., are the main key points of the education. Now this should be developed from the young age. This is very clear. They must become the part of our character, reflected in our daily life. They must be the part of your character, means whatever you are doing, the way you are talking, these things must be reflected in your character, and the way you are living your life, it will be totally focused by these points. They must guide our decisions and motivate our actions. The values which you are choosing, it must guide your decisions. Means the way you are doing the work, that should be positively, and the way you are speaking to others, that should be positive in others regard. Your work, your activities, your achievements or your targets should not harm others. Now in this regard, we must know, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. So this we must know, that if wealth means if money has gone, then nothing has gone. So how will you develop this kind of attitude? If you are good enough, you must be confident. How money is coming to you? Due to only effort and your hard work. So if you are capable enough, then you can work hard again. So if money has lost, nothing is lost. Again you can work hard and you can earn money. If means if health is lost, something is lost. But if your character is lost, this is totally dependent on your studies, on your values which you have attained, then everything is lost. Now, Gandhiji has a very strong character. He held moral values in high esteem. Now, we all know Gandhiji. Gandhiji was having a good and strong moral value. So, if we follow the person which is having a good moral value, then always he and she can tell us the correct thing in our life. Now, what was his great words? His sense of honesty, truthfulness made him popular all over the world. He was very honest, he was very truthful, and this made him worldwide famous. Now, all over the world, he loves poor, made him identify himself with the poorest of the country. He was loving poor, means poor, a poor person is not his problem. This is the way he is living. So he was loving poor, and he distinguished between him and the poor person a lot. He knows that a poor person also wants love and care that he has given to them. We must develop this kind of quality among us also, to give the proper respect to others. Lord Rama was a benevolent king. We all know the Lord Rama. We know the Ramayana. He was a benevolent king. He was a great king. He was a great king of mankind. We all praise him for his correct things. He never done a wrong thing. Lord Buddha was compassionate to animals and birds. Lord Buddha was loving animals and the birds. Now, the Lord Jesus Christ was forgiving even one animals. The quality of love, compassion and forgiveness make him unique and different from others. Now, this Lord Buddha was forgiving everything. Why only? Because of his truthfulness, because of his good behavior he was having. And due to this, he was forgiving in everybody, because he know that ultimately nothing will be in our hand. Only by the good values we will be known to this world. So due to this, he was very good in his behavior, in his mankind behavior. Now, your school is known for the excellence, and in the school only we will discuss the good traits that we are learning, we are thinking. Now, if I am telling you to learn the good things, from where you will learn, from where you will study these things? Only school is the place where you will attain the good moral values. Your teacher, your other fellow students will give you the way by which you can study, you can learn the good things. And a boy who has not done his work has before either to speak the truth or tell a lie. Now, in this regard of education, if I am talking about the truthfulness, if I have coined this word truthfulness, then you can easily understand that always speaking truth is a very tough task. Now, if a student has not done his work, then he will have the two ways before him. First, he can tell a lie. Second, he can say the truth. He can accept his mistake. But how one person will accept his mistake? How he can tell the lie? This is in his hand, and this will totally dependent on his education given by his parents, by his teachers, and by the other students. He will learn from the other students also. Now, a businessman may sell his good with responsible profit, reasonable profit, take too much of profit. A milkman can adulterate or sell pure milk. Education guides us to choose between right or wrong. Now, in this, the businessman can sell the milk, can sell the items with more profit. He can manage more money from others, but he will lose the uh, truthfulness of others. Nobody will trust him, and slowly by slowly he will be famous in the market, in that locality, that this person is not doing the good thing. Thus, in the second hand, if a milkman is adultering the milk, means he is mixing water in it, then what will be the main problems? The children who is taking milk, then he will suffer. The elders who is taking milk from that person, he may suffer, and slowly by slowly he will lose the truthfulness, and nobody will trust him. So this will be the problem in this regard. Now, in this truthfulness, and there are certain other examples also, that some graduates who were highly esteemed in their career got together to visit their old university professor. One day what happens, few students who was in their jobs, they were well settled in their life, they planned to visit their old professor, and they visited his house of the professor to share their views and to share their ideas. But how professor has judged their behavior, this is given in your book. You can open the first lesson, and it was indeed great fun reminiscing the good old days. Means this is the great fun that we are recalling the old days. Now, conversation soon turned into complaints about the stress of work in life they suffer nowadays. Now, what was the problem? First, they was meeting with a great happiness and cheerfulness among others, but slowly by slowly they started complaining. They was telling that my life is full of stress and nothing is good in my life. So the professor was there, he was listening everything, and then he went to make a coffee for them. Now, offering his guest coffee, the professor went to kitchen and returned with a large pot of coffee and an assortment of cups, porcelain, plastic glasses, crystal, some plain looking and some expensive, some executive, telling them to help themselves to the coffee. Now in this, professor went to make coffee. He come back again. He offered coffee. But what change he made? He used to give good and the colorful and the different size and shape, and the some were old coffee cups, some was means broken slightly also, some was very good. He offered coffee to all. What the student has done, when all the student had a cup of coffee, the professor said, when all they have taken the coffee in the cups which the student has selected, the professor said, you must have noticed that all the nice looking and expensive cups were picked up by the students, leaving behind the simple and the cheap one. What students has done? All the expensive and the good looking cups was chosen by the students, and the old and the broken and the cheap cups was still on the table. So this professor has marked. Now, while it is normal for you to want only the best for yourself, this is very normal. This is very obvious that we want only the good things for us. We don't want the simple things for us. That is the source of our problem and stress. And this is the source of the problem and the stress. First point. Be assured that the cup itself adds no quality to the coffee. You must know this, that cup will never add any taste, any color in the coffee. But why we are choosing always the good cup in our hands only? We should take the simple cup also to drink the coffee, to take the coffee. When all of you really wants the coffee, not the cup, but you concisely went for the best cup, then you began eyeing each other's cup. You was not having any work with the cup, but you went for the cup and you selected the best cup for you, and then after you was looking the others cups also, and this was the main cause of your problem. That you must know that the coffee will not have any concern with the cup. If you have selected the old or the cheap cup also, then also you will get the same taste of the coffee. Now then you begin eyeing on each other's cup. Life is a gift of God. You have to make it worth living while developing in your certain good traits and values. Life is the gift of God, and you have to make it good. You have to make it worthwhile while adding certain good values in it. Life is a coffee. The job and the journey position in the society are cups. Your life is a coffee, and the job, the duty you are doing, that is the cup. This will enhance the characteristics by which you are living, but it will not give you happiness. They are just tools to hold and contain life, and the type of cup we have does not define our change the quality of the life we live. Whatever we are having in our hand, we are not going to change it for the things. Sometimes, while concentrating on cups, we fail to enjoy the coffee. God has provided us, enjoy your coffee. And sometimes we will forget to enjoy the life. So this is the main cause of our problem. We must know that what we are doing and how it will affect the life. So we must follow the good traits. We must follow the basic things in our life to enjoy the life. Now, the happiest people don't have the best everything. The happiest people means the person who is very happy will never have the good, all the things in his life, never have the best thing always. They just make the best of everything. They will make best of everything, means whatever they are having, they will make certain good items of certain good things from it. So try to lead your life with certain ethical values, such as live courageously, means no need to fear of anyone. Love generously. Love everything. Animal, peoples, your guardian, your teachers, your friend. Everybody you have to love. Be caring and cooperative. You have to help others. Always be ready to help others. Speak kindly. Speak with good words. And you must know that how you will speak and how it will affect others. Now, truth is God. You must know that if we are telling the truth, we are talking to God. This was the first lesson. And you are the miracle, my friend. Learn to live and shine where you are. You are the single one. You must know that how to live with a good values, and you must know that how to give happiness to others. This was the first lesson, and in this first lesson we have discussed that we must live truthfulness. We must live with truthfulness. We must add happiness in our life, and we must know that what will we will say and how it will affect others. But the basic thing is education is having the greatest value in our life. So be focused on your education. Thank you.